There was no exchange of money because we didn't have any money for that. We had money in the Philippines that they had already issued from the States, and I still got some of that. And then this is regular Japanese money. And this is,
Oh, this is that article you were,
yeah,
it says 1945.
yeah.
Okay, so that was what they gave the,
It was dropped to August the 6th of 45, yeah.
uh-huh.
And the other one was 3 days later, August the 9th, that they, here, or Nagasaki.
In the newspaper, their article, that's what I was looking at. It was, you still get those? Those newspaper, or those little leaflet things? Those little newsletter, okay.
And then this is a menu on the ship coming home. It was right at Christmas time, or around the first of the year. So that's, and then this is my first discharge. And then this is where I went from Blue Rapids to Germany.
On all the
home.
different places, okay.
Yeah.
And the X's signify what?
A new assignment or a new lodging,
Oh,
a new Army post office number.
okay.
I think I had 23 at the time. Yeah. With
Yeah.
Why did you go back in after you were discharged once?
I didn't have a choice.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have to, if I had no choice but to either re-enlist or stay where I was. And I had all of the jungle, and I had all of the Japanese that I cared about. So I said I'll go to Germany. So
Okay.
so I re-enlisted. And then these are a lot of pictures of going out of New York Harbor. Some of them are blown up later on, but this is a ship, and the guys are here, and there's Statue of Liberty is in the picture.
Is this one blown up somewhere else?
No, those are the same.
Okay.
They were taken on the same reel.
This was your little camera?
Oh, it was a cheapie.
It was a cheapie, but
You
still.
couldn't buy film, you couldn't buy cameras, they weren't available. And so I bought this, and I played with it for a while. I got some good pictures out of it.
It's got them all identified up here, yeah.
Yeah.
When did you put this scrapbook together?
About 4 years ago.
Okay, that's
And
good.
I had to buy either an old Royal, or an old Underwood.
Underwood?
And because I couldn't use the newer, because everything had to be capitalized. I could only use this finger. So that's the way I typed.
So that's, well, you got all this put together that way. That's
Yes.
great.
And this is a little more blown up.
Let's see.
These
Am I
are-
right?
Yeah, this fellow's Kansas City was with me there, and maybe you can see something.
There's Statue of
Yeah, that's
Liberty
it.
there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I lost it. Where's the statue?
Huh? Oh, you can't see it.
Uh-huh.
No, it's too much.
Did that give you a thrill to see that?
Not when you're going out.
That's true.
Yeah, yeah. I met somebody I thought the world of. I was going the wrong direction, Robert.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh.
And these are some pictures of some of the French village that was there. And this was quite a elaborate house a stone building or whatever. It was a beautiful place right there at La Havre, France.
Mm.
Yeah, it's something.
Mm.
Come on here.
Why did you get the urge to put all this together?
Why?
I'm glad you did.
I just said, Robert, if you're gonna put anything on record, you better do it now,
Mhm,
because,
mhm.
you know, I'll soon be 81. This fellow from Kansas City was with me. I didn't have any boots on there. I wore a pair of loafers back to Fort Meade. That's why I left it.
Mhm.
Left the boots on. Left boots in Kansas City here.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a few there.
Oh, that's,
Okay, now these pictures are
oh, okay.
these are from Paris, France. I was flown from Nuremberg, where I got hurt in the hospital, to Paris, to an army hospital there. And the nurse that was with me, she had leave to go, so she accompanied me on the trip. And while she was there, she brought me back, and I was in the hospital, of course. She brought me a little Eiffel Tower
Oh.
medal and all these pictures and
Mm.
postcards. And I still got all of them.
That was your way of touring.
Yeah.
Is it her way that she, yeah.
Yeah, and we had a lot of German people working there. They weren't French in the hospital, they were Germans.
Mhm. So do you still have contact with her? Your nurse?
Oh, no,
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 no.
no. She was a dandy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was real nice.
Well, that was thoughtful of her to do that for
Well,
you too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and she, when I left Germany to go to Paris, I had a music box that played the music, Blue Daniel,
Mm-hmm.
and some joker swiped while I was in the hospital
Oh.
in Paris.
So these would be some more pictures of Paris.
Yes. And they pulled me up by the building. I looked like a mummy. I was wrapped from head to foot. And it just set me right off on the curb. Went on in the hospital. There I was laying out there in the open. And I didn't think it ever would come back. I sure as well, I couldn't even walk.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't probably do any crawling either. This was one arm, the other paralyzed.
And then pretty soon they came and picked you up.
Picked me up, took me up in the room. Another batch of French, Paris, part of Paris. But I was trying to find somebody that had been over there and get those white pages of Paris, so that I know what it is in France, or French, but I don't know about America or English.
Oh, to label them, you mean?
Yes.
Oh, sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And those are French money. And that's some German money that I got before I got hurt. And this was in William Beaumont Hospital at El Paso. And I said, this is the first Cadillac I ever had.
And the last that you want, huh?
Oh, I put a lot of miles on those things down in the hospital.
Yeah.
Still have your beautiful smile, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like I say, either you acknowledge it or you're gonna go nuts.
Yeah. And you probably saw some that
Oh,
couldn't
I see.
handle it.
Ah, you
Yeah.
betcha.
Look at this one here.
Put on a show for them.
Yeah.
Joe Hollywood.
Yeah.
And these are some of the people, oh yeah, that one up there. This is my sister, and this is one of the fellows that was badly burned. He was there in the hospital. They were making ears
Oh.
for him.
Mhm.
It was quite a wait. I watched the whole process, building up ears for him.
Mhm.
And it was something. But this little guy here, he's from Chicago, and Crouch is behind him. And that's Mutt and Jeff, but two of the best guys I ever had. They'd come in the rooms. The other fellows wouldn't come in the room because we had probably two. Not. I don't think we had that color boy didn't show up till later. But we had that pretty stunk up somebody you couldn't tolerate.
Because the burns.
Oh
Yeah, sure.
It's
The decaying skin.
you
Yeah.
have what they call a green bug infection,
Oh.
and it just I'm telling you it's just almost. Well, it kept wanting you to eat. you didn't feel much like eating. But these are some of the people that I used to go up to see in Hatch, New Mexico. This is my sister.
Is she still living?
Yeah, she's up in Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. Okay.
And then we used to drive up. I had an old Ford, and we'd drive up here up to Hatch with three of the girls and their folks. This is one of the ladies is a mother, and they just treated us like royalty.
Mm.
There's three of us.
Mhm.
And, I was still with a cane there. I wasn't able to walk too good. So I got down, and sometimes I usually get up.
Mhm.
And this is my sister. My sister was right here, and she was in the waves, Navy waves. She
Oh.
was back in Washington D.C.
Mhm.
times. So she came down there to be with me.
Well, she knew what kind of a morale booster it would be for you too, probably, to help you through this.
Well, yeah. She didn't have a job when she got out of service. She didn't have a job or anything.
Mhm.
Most of them got a minimum amount of money for so many weeks afterwards. But wasn't much.
Mhm.
Yeah, she came down to be with me. And this is just a paper getting closer to the discharge,
Oh,
the second discharge.
the second district.
And then this says what I was doing. In other words, all this adds up to one sentence: go out and kill.
Because you were a rifleman.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's my second discharge.
Oh, this one here. Second discharge, private first class, regular Army, 3rd November 1947.
And I got that from Harry Tribune. See here, Harry's Tribune.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I tell everybody, he sent that personally to me.
Yeah.
And 16 million others. Yeah. And that's what the,
September 45 to December. Oh,
that's the Cold War.
oh, the Cold
presentation.
War. Okay,
Yeah.
to
Mhm.
December 91.
Yep. let's see, who did send it to me? William? Yes, I don't know. Maybe he couldn't spell his name.
Secretary of Defense, whoever.
Maybe he was a doctor.
Oh, it could be.
Oh, that, well, that's just a booklet.
Oh.
Tells you how to go out in public and live again. Yeah.
Yeah.
After Laban had all that time, I had all kinds of plans.
You thought a lot too, didn't you?
What?
You thought a lot, I bet.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Now this one,
Oh, sad sack.
this is Sad Sack, and I show this to everybody. I show it to a lot of officers too,
Mm-hmm.
because this is the way it was. Sad Sack, he's Switzerland, he got a pass to go to town. First place he sees, why? Officers only. Second, officers only. Third, officers only. So he gets down, he's kind of sad, he's walking down the street a little bit farther, and it says, enlisted men. He gets all primed up and he goes in, and all it was a dirty little well house.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why in fact, I had a guy down there, and he was an officer, and I don't think he liked it, but that's the way it was.
Yeah.
Because even there in the Philippines, it wasn't good. They had a lot of entertainment, and there was times when they did have some better entertainment after we got to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But I kept that for one reason, because it hit home.
Mm-hmm. And they would lord it over you too, didn't they? Being an officer.
Oh, not all of them.
Not all of them.
No, we had some down at Camp Hood, Texas, where I took training, and they had a lot of the officers that was in the Air Force that got transferred into the infantry. See, they didn't have any need for the pilots after they got into German convoys, so they knew that they were going to have more over in the islands and up into Japan, because it was going to take a long. So they transferred all those guys that planned on being pilots in the Air Force and infantry. And some of those guys did take it out on us.
Mm-hmm.
But there were some good ones. But this one, he was kind of nasty. And so after it was all closed out down at Camp Hood, Texas, he got transferred to the same depot that we did. And when we got there, oh, he was just happy as hell to see me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that's my pass back on the way to go to Germany. It's been blown up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not on my land. Oh, I know what that is. That's something I wondered why I turned it back. It was how to teach a dog. How to teach a dog. How was it? Oh, it's comical. Dogs. Yeah, the dog's wet and so.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
So he takes the dog out, and he's teaching the dog that he's supposed to go on, and but the dog goes back in, and he stands up just like the old boy at the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, that's too good to go through. Maybe you can slip that back in there.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Backwards?
Yeah, some people don't have a sense of humor.
until we did, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, now we've got a picture of somebody coming up here.
That's Robert.
That's Robert. Let's see, there's one right before that. There we go.
Well, it's the backside of the other pass.
Oh, okay, okay.
I kept track of the days that I was there.
Okay. Yeah. And you kept a diary also, you said?
Yeah.
Good. Yes.
Yeah. Vicious warrior.
Sweet face baby.
I was gonna say, I don't know why the nurse didn't end up with you.
Let's go past this one in case somebody sees what. There it is.
Okay.
She was nice. She's beautiful. She was tops.
Oh, here.
I don't want any of the family.
Okay.
But anyway, this is the German song, Lily Marlene. Have you ever heard it?
No, I don't think so.
Well, it's a German song, and I heard it, and you kept hearing it over and over and over again, and so I wrote it down. And I carried this, I don't know how many years, but you can tell by the folds on the
Mhm.
paper. And it was almost ready, and this friend of mine got a hold of it, and she had that lamb. And those people just put that thing back together like it was.
It's a love song, or
Well,
or
it's
yeah.
Underneath the Lamplight by the Village Gate.
Oh, there
I
we go.
remember, dear, how you used to wait. It was there that you waited patiently, I think it
You whispered.
whispered, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
tenderly that you love me and always be my lily or lamplight, my own Lily Marlene.
Okay.
Orders came for shipping somewhere over there, all confined to barracks. It was more than I could bear. I know you were waiting on. No, I think there was
On
in
the street. Yeah, on the. Know that you were waiting on the street.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
My hair at your feet could not meet my own Lily Marlene.
Hmm.
Yeah, and why? Don't ask me.
Mhm.
It's just stuck there all those years.
And then time came for roll call. Time for us to part, darling. I caressed you and passed you to my heart, or pressed you to my heart. 'Twas then that you whispered
Tenderly.
tenderly that you loved me and would always be my own lily of the lamplight, my own Lily Marlene. Yeah. Had you heard that before?
Mm-mm, I don't think so.
That's something you heard somewhere and like to have, or you,
Oh, there's, yeah, not only just, well, in service, well, yeah, but it was originally, I think, a German song.
mm-hmm.
And that's school, high school
Oh,
picture.
24. Mhm.
Yeah. I had hair then.
Yeah, okay.
That's just about the size. Yep, these are duplications.
Okay. Okay, well then we'll look at this. Yeah. Oh, and then you got autographs in there, yeah. Oh, I thought
And-
maybe doughboys were just, they were both 1 and 2 then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I showed you that first red award with the
Mhm.
medal and all.
Mhm.
I say that's I said it's a good conduct ribbon and award, but I said it's really given to all that weren't caught doing something wrong.
Oh, we thought you were a little angel. No,
No,
no.
I was an angel. I didn't do any bad things.
You didn't get caught up.
I didn't get caught.
So when you came back to Blue Rapids, did you go to work right away?
Oh, no, I couldn't work for months.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But
So-
I did work in a garage afterwards.
What garage, downtown?
No, it was over here west at Helen,
Ellen Johnson, Gibb Johnson's?
yeah, Gibbs place, yeah.
Oh, mm-hmm.
But we worked, we're Hartloff, in the back of the old Hartloff building.
Mm-hmm.
We had a shop there. Stryker
Okay,
said.
yeah, it was a stone, wasn't it, or something?
Yes, this is
Oops.
a picture of Manila. That's what I kind of had it to look at, so I didn't get lost.
Mm.
And this is article on MacArthur. And these are articles pertaining to the Philippines as to the bomb as well as well, there was not a lot, there was a lot of mistrust at this time between the Filipinos and that was
Amongst
good.
themselves, you mean? Or
Well, yes, but
with Americans?
well, no, well, yeah, with both really.
Okay.
But there's so much of the money, I'd say, was going to the wrong parties and was going to the top of the hill,
Mm-hmm.
and the people that needed it wasn't getting it. Now, these are pictures of Hiroshima. This, well, you can see how the metal is twisted from the heat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they didn't have wooden telephone poles. They had no wood over there. So they made all of their light fixtures and all were all metal. And this is why there's so much devastation. Now there's three streams going through Hiroshima. And this is a picture of one of them that's there. And let's see, I should have another one there. On that, it was on the bus. Now this is Nagasaki here. This was one of the most, the largest shipbuilding cities in there. And Yamamoto, the old admiral, this was his home. And they really, it just devastated her.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't surely